Hey everyone, doing well, I hope. Today on classic tracks of the 70s and how to play them. We got a fairly easy one for you to learn. We'll be having a look at the track Train in Vain, Stand By Me with Mick Jones and The Clash from the band's 1979 album London Calling, or as someone on YouTube called it, the happiest and most upbeat breakup song of all time. The boys in The Clash banged this one out as a last-minute addition to their famed double album, and as is often the case with these thrown together last-minute tracks, it of course would go on to become one of the Clash's most well-known and beloved tracks. It's easily one of my favorite Clash songs, despite it being a bit more on the commercial side of things as far as the Clash's music goes. That said, I wasn't much of a diehard punk back in the day anyways. Regardless, and without further ado, let's show you guys how to play this one, yeah? Good then, so we are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and the track starts with drums, and when the guitars kick in, they kick in with this heavily reverb-drenched riff. We're just doing octave jumps on these A notes here at the 5th fret of the low E down to the 7th fret of the D string. We're going to go 5-7, and then we're going to go 5-7-5. Right? When we do the 5-7-5, the second half of the riff, we're going to do a little mute before we hit that 7th fret. Kind of like that. Right? And at speed. So you repeat that 4 times, and then the first verse comes in with the main riff. We're just going from a D bar chord here at the 5th fret position up to an A major chord 4 times. Now, there are tutorials out there and tabs and whatnot that will show you to play this like this. That is incorrect, going off to this kind of augmented D flat chord before going to A. Doesn't sound bad, and it sounds like it could be right, because that D flat note is in there, but it's the bass, and I think it's also the harmonica which is playing throughout all of this as well. But the guitars are going straight from D right to A. They're not doing this, right? Straight from D to A. 4 times for the first verse. Now we're into the pre-chorus. We're going to go back to D, hit it like 4 times. Up to B, here at the 7th fret. Back to the riff again, twice. Back to D, now up to A. Now up to B again. Finish. Drop into a D bar chord, power chord here. D major chord, and just let it ring. So just before you hit this chord and let it ring, there's a little mute, and then you strike the chord, right? So that's the pre-chorus. Up to B, riff, back to D, this time to A, now up to B, pause, a little mute, and then drop onto that D bar chord and let it ring. And then we're back into the main riff. 8 times. And this is the chorus, actually. The chorus, what we're playing during the verses is also what we're playing during the chorus. You wouldn't stand by me, oh, not at all. You wouldn't stand by me, no way. Now we're in the second verse. Well, I got a job, but it don't pay. Right? So you repeat that 4 times for the second verse. We're into another pre-chorus. B, riff, twice. Back to D, up to A, up to B. Drop into that D and let it ring. Now we're into the second chorus. You wouldn't stand by me, oh, not at all. You wouldn't stand by me, no way. And now we're in a little bridge. I suppose we can call this like a little bridge section. We're going to hang on that A. We're going to play this. Before going back into the riff. A, F sharp, B, right? F sharp bar chord, 3-finger power chord basically, and then up to B. A, F sharp, B, back into the riff, twice, repeat the bridge, back into the riff, 8 more times, into another verse, into another pre-chorus, B, back to D, up to A, back to B. Now, at this point, we're going to go back into the main riff another 8 times, but one of the guitars switches to the opening riff. So, while one guitar is playing this, another 8 times, another guitar is switched to doing this. Right? So you're going to repeat that 8 more times. We're going to do another little kind of a bridge section where we go A off to F sharp, up to B, into the riff twice. Again, A, F sharp, B. And at this point, we're just going to continue that until fade out, like 16 times. And like I said, while one of the guitars is doing that, the other is doing that. And that, my friends, is how you play Train in Vain, Stand By Me by The Clash. I certainly hope you found that helpful. If you did find that helpful, please hit that like button, drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be awfully kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.